And now I'm cheesing my way back to you, Van, with a burning cheese inside. It's time to talk back.
It's kind of a weird one, isn't it? Like a
I
weird,
mean, it's Pro Bowl
weird
week.
Packers. It's Pro Week is stupid. The only thing good coming up this week is the NFL awards, which Aaron Rodgers should be getting the should be.
Yeah, the MVP.
Let's see. Notables here. Sean Menenga, the special teams coordinator, is out, and we have promoted Maurice Dayton.
Okay. All right. Sounds
I
good.
mean, our special teams is a liability this year for sure.
It really has been. I mean, I was happy to hear we got at least a change
Yeah,
because that shit has been a problem for a couple of years already.
yeah.
I mean, really, probably 3 years. Mike McCarthy's last year, and both of the
But
first 2 years for Matt Lafleur.
but Tyler Irvin was hurt all year. He was our return man.
He really was. But I mean, he was not the only problem on special teams.
No.
I
J.K.
mean,
Scott sucked this year. He was 28th overall net punting this year. Like, it's not good.
it's not
We
awesome.
drafted him like fifth round. That's not good. He got to figure something out.
Yeah.
Mike Pettin's contract is not being renewed. He's not getting fired. His contract was up after this year, anyways. His contract is not being renewed.
I think it is time to move
It's been
on.
3 years. He had a year in McCarthy system and two in LaFleur, so it's time.
It's time to move on. I feel like Mike Pettin. The thing about Mike Pettin, this is what I'll say about him.
He looks like an angry dad all the time.
Yes, Mike Pettin is good at scheming a game, but he is not very situational football aware.
He doesn't make good adjustments.
Yeah, his adjustments,
You know
his
what halftime
adjustments.
adjustments are?
No, we don't have any.
Halftime adjustments are, hey guys, play better.
Thanks, Mike Pettin. Yeah, his situational football is atrocious. Overall, his schemes are okay, but his situational football is horrible. His game awareness, horrible.
Yeah.
But like,
Yes. That's
does
that's
he
the correct answer.
does he understand how to run a defense? I
No.
think so. But like half of that is the game awareness, and
It
he's
was just
missing
so
a
hit or
bet.
miss. It was very hit or miss. It seemed to me almost every game we would either start out slow and then swell in the second and third quarters, or we'd start out awesome, fall into a lull second and third quarters, and then fourth quarter have a couple of stupid awesome plays that saved our asses. It
Yeah.
wasn't a consistent 4 quarters ever. So okay. Um and then back to Aaron Rodgers, right? We talked last week after the game, the
Yeah.
loss, about he kind of had those emotional comments he made about the uncertainty on the roster. I don't know if I'm going to be back, stuff like that. I got to go take
I
some
mean,
couple weeks.
that
It
fourth
connected me.
down, that
We talked
fourth
about this
quarter,
stuff.
no, but that fourth quarter field goal is enough to make anybody get emotional. I'm telling you right now.
But you
I had
stop
every
crying.
emotion.
Stop crying.
I had every emotion.
I think my emotion was mostly just what the fuck.
It was
What the fuck?
anger, it was sadness, it was I don't know. It was
I
every
have a buddy
emotion.
who's still. I have a buddy who's a Packers fan. You know him. Who's still to this day trying. Like, no, man, that was a good call.
What? The fourth down field goal in
I
the
just
fourth quarter?
I just let him ride with it. I'm not going to argue about it. I just let him ride with that line. It's not. It wasn't a good call. You had to stop him either way. But anyways, these Aaron Rodgers, putting out some what kind of seemed at the time to be cryptic messages about retirement, and then of course the media goes crazy about he's going to get traded. He's getting traded. He's getting traded. Where's he going? He's not coming back. Which all those things have been silenced in the past couple days. Aaron Rodgers goes on the Pat McAfee show, and if you haven't watched Pat McAfee show, I mean, they do it every day. I think Monday through Friday. It's like 3 hours long. Um, I've watched a couple clips here and there.
Yeah.
It's funny. Pat McAfee is a funny ass dude. There's one time he did one about when he had to go in the substance abuse protocol and about how bullshit the program is. Well, basically, anyways, not for here. Um, but Rogers comes on I think every Tuesday now
Oh
for
wow.
I mean it's about a 45 minute clip that I watch, and it's cool. It's a really different side to Rogers. I'll say it's a more human side to Rogers than you would normally see. Right, normally you see him, he's up on the podium, he's very stoic, not necessarily stoic, but he's the face of a franchise, right?
Hmm.
He's
Right. Definitely.
professional and whatever else. And on this, you can tell he's laying back like in his chair and his phone's like in his lap, and he's like, I don't know. I don't know if he's like having a sip on a drink or whatever. And he's like, he's cussing and shit. And it's like, you hear him saying like things like bullshit and fucking this. And it's like, I thought to myself, I said, I don't think I've ever heard Aaron Rodgers say fucking or bullshit. I mean, you can see him mouth it on the field, but I don't think I've ever heard him say it out loud.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It was a very different human side to him. And he says, I don't see any reason why I won't be back. And he said he clarified his post game comments were him just being real and truthful that he's been doing this long enough to know there's no absolutes in this business, right? You know, he said it's a reality that his future isn't really in his own hands, and not in any player's hands really. Like any player is subject to whatever the front office wants. So he said it was just him being real about the situation. And he said he's always dreamed about wanting to play with the Packers his entire career, but drafting Jordan Love really made him realize that nothing is absolute and it's not up to him. At some point, the front office may say, you know what, that's we've had enough. We're going to trade you away or something. And the reason why people went crazy about it, he says, is that the media and the general population usually don't get the truth from athletes, right? They usually get the like we just said, like we get the face of the organization answer, like you know the kind of like the yes man answer. And so when he was being very brutally honest and real about this, the media freaked the fuck out.
I mean, I freaked the fuck out. I mean, what?
I
I
did
don't
too.
know.
I did too because I just had those connections back to the Favre days. But he said that he said the being able to be real and be truthful. He said that's why the Pat McAfee show is so great. It's and if you haven't watched, it's Pat McAfee and AJ Hawk is on there too, and AJ Hawk is sitting there just smoking a cigar and stuff too. It's like, oh, that's it's cool. It's cool. And obviously AJ Hawk and Aaron Rodgers go back. Um, and so, anyways, Aaron said specifically, the Pat McAfee show is great because it gives him a chance to really, express the truth, how he feels and stuff. And he said, "quote It gives him a chance to silence the douchebags." And I was like, "Dang, Aaron, dang."
I mean,
Did you watch that clip? I sent it to you.
I watched a little bit of it.
The whole thing was pretty good. They're telling stories and stuff like that, and it was good. It was good. And then after that, Aaron, comes out that he wants a new contract. And hey, I say fuck it, sign him. Like you can restructure it something more cap friendly for next year, right? With the
Yeah.
COVID, no one knows what's going to happen with the salary cap reduction. Um, Mark Murphy, the president of the Packers, comes out and says, "quote We're not idiots. Aaron Rodgers will be back. He's our leader." And then too, Matt Lafleur says basically the same thing. He's going to be here. The guy's about to win the MVP. He's going to be here for a very long time. So everybody can chill the fuck out with, and me included, me included.
I just, I mean, I can't see after a year like this that we don't have Aaron Rodgers back. A year when he's going to be what I assume is the league MVP. He's got. I mean, when he's the league MVP, you sign that man. I
When you
mean,
got the man, you pay the man.
when you got the man, you pay the man. Sometimes that comes back to bite you, but right now it's what
So
fits.
so if you look back to the differences with Favre is that like he had a great. I mean, he had a great year in '07. Uh, but at that point, he wasn't really the man anymore, right? He was having these wishy washy. Am I going to do it? Am I not? Am I retire? Am I not? And we had drafted Aaron Rodgers. He'd been riding the bench for like 3 years at that point. And I don't think he was necessarily the man in Green Bay anymore. In our
Yeah,
hearts, he was for sure. But I don't know. Coming off the year he had, how are you just going to trade him? That'd be foolish.
seems impossible.
Now we are a draft and develop team, and we were just talking about this after the Rams went out and they paid big to get Matt Stafford to win now. That's not a thing we do. We don't go pay. I mean, but then you think about it, we brought in a lot of free agents recently, though, too. The Smiths, Adrian Amos. Like, we brought in some good free
Especially
agents
on the
recently, too.
yeah, on that defensive side, we definitely did.
Mercedes Lewis, and so, anyways, calm down, Packer Nation, specifically Van. Rodgers isn't going anywhere.
We got him. I think we got him for at least two more seasons.
easily. I mean, his contract is 2023, so and then the Rams made a pass at him because that was smart. Before they got Stafford, they were like, "One Rodgers, please." And we were like, "LOL, no."
I mean, what are you gonna do?
And then the last thing, and this is confirmed. This is confirmed. If you haven't seen the video, go look it up. Aaron
Oh, this
Rodgers
is
riding
good.
around in the back of a pickup truck, holding a case of beer,
And I think
and
it's Bakhtiari's truck, right?
that is the story. And actually, he talked about it in the Pat McAfee show. Um, if you look at it, yeah, it's this car behind this red pickup, and you can see Lambeau Field in the background. Like as you're first watching it, you can see
It's
Lambeau Field
fucking
in the
tight.
background. And yeah, he's sitting in the back of this fucking pickup truck. And apparently, yeah, it's Bakhtiari's pickup truck, and this car behind it is recording. And like you see him look back, and it's clearly Aaron Rodgers, and he's got a case of like Bud Light in the back of Bakhtiari's
Yeah,
truck.
so much Bud Light.
Wish it was Miller, but yeah, Rodgers said something along the lines of what did he say? He said like something like that. Confirm that with me or something like that. Yeah, that was great. Oh yeah, he says yeah, that was me. Listen to AJ Hawk and Dave Bach. Okay, listen to AJ Hawk, who was on the Pat McAfee show. It was Dave Bakhtiari's truck and soggy beer cases. How you doing? Keep it moving.
How you doing?
That's awesome. That's so awesome. And
Tell your parents I said hi.
tell your parents it says hi. But apparently, I mean, like obviously it's not that far from the stadium, and I don't know if he needed a ride from one place to the other, and there's happened to be soggy beer cases in the back. But if you watch it, that shit's good,
It is
and the
good.
music on it too. Like, can you imagine?
I
And
can't.
these people pull around. They pull around the side. They go past him. I'd be like, I'd slow down. And be like, fucking Aaron. Like, I'd be
It's
fangirling.
Aaron. Yeah,
I don't know.
it's fucking tight. I mean, if you haven't seen it, you gotta go check it out. They that it is a it is a college bro to the maximum effort, and it's worth checking it out.
I saw a picture, a meme that was like Aaron Rodgers left and right, and it was 3 years in Green Bay and then 17 years in Green Bay. And the 3 years in Green Bay was him with, you know, remember he had like long ass hippie hair and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was him like at training practice, like, and then 17 years in Green Bay is him in the back of a pickup truck holding a case of beer, like,
I mean,
so
Wisconsin will
good.
do that to you.
So good. I love it. There's not anything more Wisconsin than that, unless he would have had like a bag of Culver's cheese curds in his
And
other
a
hand
Kringle.
and a Kringle. Oh boy. Anyways, I'll let you take the last little bit here. This is a Packers slash, I guess, Super Bowl half preview. I don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
fucking
I would
care
just
this
say
year. I don't care this year.
I mean, basically all we've got now is our
Not my
final
Super Bowl.
pick'em. Our final pick'em. We've got
We already
Kansas.
picked. We picked 2 weeks ago.
Did we?
Yeah,
Who
it's
did
the
we?
Chiefs.
Oh yeah, we did both pick the Chiefs. Well,
Cause
fuck
fuck
it.
Brady. That's why.
I mean, we picked them. I mean, this. There's a couple seven predictions. I'm gonna ask you. Don't read them.
Oh shit. Sorry, I read the first two already.
All right, skip those
I
then.
forget. No, I forgot. I forgot what they are.
Okay. Will Tom Brady hit at least two out of three of these? 28 completions, 315 yards passing, two total touchdowns. Will he hit two out of three at least?
Yes.
That's what they're saying. So this is
Two
coming from
touchdowns for
CBS.
sure. Two touchdowns for sure.
Cynthia Freeland put this out on
315.
NFL.com.
I will say he'll hit the two touchdowns for sure and the 315 yards for sure.
Okay, I think that
Nah, take it back.
28
Two
completions.
touchdowns and 28 completions. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, I would say the completions is more likely, but I think he definitely hits two out of those three. The Chiefs will not win by more than 4 points.
Meaning it's gonna be close.
I mean, it's going to be closer than 4 points. No, will be 4 points or closer, rather. Includes the four. So let me remind you, they played in week 12. That score
Doesn't
was
matter.
27 to 24.
I will say it's. I think it's going to be a last possession game, and the Chiefs will win it. I think that is. It's. They will win with closer than 4 points.
This says the writer says she ran a model and it has the Chiefs winning the majority at 52.2% only. It's a fucking that's a nail biter. This one I'm gonna skip because it's too stupid.
Ah, I want to hear stupid. I like stupid. I
The
am
first
stupid. I can relate.
the first touchdown of the game will be scored by a player with a jersey number less than 15. That
Yeah,
includes
it's fucking Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, Demarcus Robinson, Brian Pringle, Sammy Watkins, Scotty Miller, Mike Evans, Chris
It's not
Godwin,
Sammy
and
Watkins. I can't. Sammy Watkins played for the Bill. Oh no, that's Stephon Diggs. Sammy Watkins got traded. That's right.
Tom Brady is the last in that list.
Um, Less than 15 is not including Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes not on that list. No,
I still say yes.
I I think it's probably a yes for me too. But man,
Probably Tyreek Hill.
that is a funny. That's funny that so many receivers have those low numbers instead of the 80s.
80s.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Travis Kelsey less than 117 yards.
Yeah.
He
Yep. Less
he
than.
had 118 against the Bills in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, but the Buccaneers defense is really fucking good.
Yeah, especially their linebackers, and the
Mhm.
Bills have been the softest. I think they might have been the softest, if not one of the softest, against opposing tight ends. So I definitely think he'll see a little drop in production.
Next.
Here's an interesting one. The game's first play from scrimmage will gain at least 5 yards. The first play.
Depends who gets the ball.
I mean,
Who's the full time running back for the Chiefs now?
I don't know off the top of my head,
Isn't it
but
the
this says both offenses average more than 5 yards per play on first down this season. That's not. It doesn't say first play of the game. It just says on first down.
the first play of the game though? It depends who gets the ball.
I think
If I okay, I'll say if the Buccaneers get the ball first, I will say no. If the Chiefs get the ball first, I will say yes.
so. You're saying that the Chiefs' first play from scrimmage will be more than 5 yards,
Yes. And the
regardless
Buccaneers
of
will not.
whether they get the ball first or second.
Yes.
Okay,
Sure.
all right.
Sure.
I,
Fuck
I'm
it.
gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna hop on. I think both teams will get more than 5 yards in the first play. I bet both will come out with a pass play or a play action or something.
I'm guessing that if the Chiefs get the balls first, they're going to go big. I mean, not big, but they're going to pass the ball first, more than 5 yards. If the Buccaneers get the ball first, they're going to run it with Leonard Fournette and get stuffed.
We'll see. Number 6, Tyreek Hill will not have the longest play from scrimmage in the game.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, sure. He won't. He won't because there's a lot of players on the team. I mean, there's who else would? I mean, you've got Mike Evans, you got Chris Godwin. I think Antonio Brown's probably still hurt. Gronk. I think there's a good chance that he does not have the longest scrimmage play.
I just like, yeah. I mean,
There's a good chance.
there's McCole Hardman still from the Chiefs, super fast. They got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and potentially back Antonio Brown
And Gronk.
and Gronk.
Yeah. And
Uh,
Leonard Fournette could always bust one open too. You
it's
know.
true. It's always true. Last one. Mike Evans will have a reception of 10 plus yards before Chris Godwin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, is the answer. Yeah.
I think this is possible, but I don't know. I feel like Mike Evans getting a lot of pressure. I think it could go to Chris Godwin first.
I think Mike Evans is better than Chris Godwin.
I would say he is, but that's why he gets more attention, more likely to get the better cornerback if the
I still think
cornerback
he is.
moves.
I think he still gets it before Chris Godwin.
Anyway, these are a couple predictions borrowed from CBS or sorry
These
NFL.
aren't predictions. These are, I guess,
These are
they
predictions.
predicted
Yeah, they
and
predicted.
we commented on predictions.
Yeah, and then we took those predictions and made our own predictions. These are predictions, damn it.
I say, here's what's going to happen. The score will be 34-31 Chiefs, and it's going to come down to a last-minute drive out of Patrick Mahomes to win the game. That's what I
Dang.
say.
I honestly think this game is a game where it'll be close until half, and then the Chiefs are going to blow the doors off in the second half.
It just feels like it's an AFC against AFC game.
I mean,
the Buccaneers were always kind of this sub tier NFC team, anyways, right? Because they were in the NFC Central, and it didn't really make sense because we had five people in our division, everybody else had four. It didn't really make sense. And then they went to the NFC South, and they just kind of, and with Brady against Mahomes, it just feels like it just doesn't just feels yucky.
It really does. I think no matter what you say here, this is I really think that Kansas City is going to come out here and show that they are the back-to-back champs. And I think it's going to be competitive for a while, but if we saw anything last week, it's that Tom Brady under pressure late in
Sucks,
games is
sucks,
is going to make
sucks.
mistakes. He's going to
It
make
wasn't even late
mistakes.
in the game. It was the second half overall. It wasn't even that late.
I mean, you know,
He's old. He's 43.
he's
He's
43.
43. Cut him some slack.
So that's it. I'm calling Kansas City blowing the doors off the second half.
I would
I'm gonna
love it. I would love nothing better.
I'm gonna say a 10-point win, 21-31.
That's not blowing the doors off, but all right.
10-point win
That's not. That's a two
in the
score
Super
game.
Bowl.
Give me three scores to make it blowing the doors off.
Come on, man.
You're talking 17-point game. That's blowing the doors off in the Super Bowl.
I mean,
Would you be
honestly, I
Would
could
you be
believe
willing to
that.
bump it up to 38-21?
30, 38, 38-21
Can I
right
get you
now.
to? Okay,
You
38
know,
21.
you want my signature?
Yes, please. Noted. Duly noted. Someone who's watching, the one of you watching, make sure to trace that somehow. It's like the Disney thing when you're a kid, like when they do like the
Do, 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 do.
oh, when you wish upon a star,
Mhm.
makes no difference where you are.
Anyway, that's it for this. That's it. Next time we'll be on the other side of the Super Bowl.
Yep. And
What do we do for the Super Bowl?
probably just have it in the background playing while I'm doing something else.
Yep.
Because I don't fucking care. I don't want to watch it. I don't
I'm gonna be
care.
glued. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna be glued.
It's just they need to have it not on Sunday night.
It would be nice to not have it
If it
on
was on
Sunday night.
Saturday, everybody could go and get rip roaring drunk for the game, have Sunday to recover, and go back to work on Monday. I tell you what, if the Packers had gone to the Super Bowl and we won, I probably wasn't going to be going to work on Monday unless it was to gloat.
I
Otherwise, I'd be
mean,
running around in my neighborhood with
the
my
game's at,
Packers flag.
the game's at 6:30. So I mean, if you don't get too drunk, it's
Still,
fine.
still, man, it's still.
It's fine.
Man,
It's
I
fine.
really hope Aaron Rodgers gets another Super Bowl. I just had like one of those moments of like thinking back to when we were in the Super Bowl. It was 20. I was still in college.
Yeah, so was I.
Man, we had a Packers party. We haven't had parties in how long? It's been a year since we've had parties.
Dude, I had a party in a dorm room. I went outside. I was in Michigan at the time. I went to school.
Mm-hmm.
I went out. I took my what I was using as a laundry basket at that time, which was like a Rubbermaid container, scooped up a bunch of snow, used it as a cooler in my dorm room,
That is the
threw
most Jeezy
all
thing I know. Yep.
threw all
All
the
the
beers
beers. Yep.
right in that snow bucket,
I tell you what,
got lit.
we were watching at my buddy's apartment. There's a lot, there's a good amount of us, and I got pretty drunk to where the third quarter was like a little hazy for me. But that was a bad quarter anyways, right? But then we won, and I just remember we all ran outside, and we were all running outside. It's the middle of February in Wisconsin. It's snowy. None of us are wearing shoes, right?
What?
We're all barefoot running through the snow, in Madison, Wisconsin, and you can hear everywhere. No, we weren't like downtown proper. We kind of were, but you could hear everywhere. People are just screaming here and
Oh
there
my!
and there. It was
We
so
are look.
tight.
You know how I know we're getting old?
Back in my day,
For fuck's sake, we gotta
we
go.
we cry a lot too.
Yeah, I've been crying so much more than I did, and I cried enough then.
Yeah, yeah. All right, bye.
All right, bye.